Hi, this is Charlie at My Messy Fingers. Welcome back. We are working on page 7 of an album that I am making for Scrap and Create. This is featuring the Ciao Bella collection Winter Journey. So on this page, we are going to, and I apologize if I stumble a little bit, I make these ahead of time and then I've got to come back and refigure out what I'm doing here. Okay, you are going to cut your base piece, which is this, and my cut measured 9 3/8 by 9 and it looks like 5/8. Okay, so now I've inked all my edges on my pattern paper, so that's all done. You're going to cut 2 pieces of white cardstock that are going to make one piece. It's really hard to find the center on a 3/8 measurement, so one of these pieces is going to be a little bit off from the other so that we can get it centered. So this one's going to measure on mine at 5 1/4. Scoring it at 1/2. This piece here is going to measure about 5 1/8, scoring it at 1/2. And then we're going to get inside here. And then there's an inside piece that's going to measure at 5 3/8, scoring it at 1/2 and at 5/8. And on this side, and it could be a different side for you, it just depends on how you lay it out, but on mine, my left side is going to measure 5 1/4, scoring it at 1/2 and scoring it at 5/8. And then we're going to use your scraps and you're going to create a lower pocket that's going to come across here with your white cardstock. And this is where we're going to start the build because I want to build up. From your scraps, find a piece that you like that you can cover this piece of scrap with. Ink your edges. From the cutouts, I found this piece. I fussy cut, which I'm not very good at, a background on the white cardstock, and that's going to sit right there. So let's go ahead and get that part of it started. Come on, glue. Okay, we're going to put that on there. There it is. And I'm going to glue. This piece, carefully centering it. And then using 1/4 inch tape, I'm going to come across the bottom. And then I'm going to do the 2 ends. Now, if you've got a piece that has a particular pattern to it, make sure that it is going in the direction you want it to go in. I've done that. I've taped the wrong side, not paying attention. Okay. Center this across the bottom. Then we're going to give a good burnish to that tape. All right, this piece here, I need some 3/8 tape. Just bear with me, making lots of crackle sounds. Okay. Now I have to rethink how I was planning this. It's gonna go, was it gonna go this way? No, I wanted it to go this way. So this is gonna go on this side. I'm sorry, like I said, I pre-made these and I'll share with you, I don't really sleep all that well at night, so at about 2 o'clock in the morning, I wake up and my brain gets to chattering and, well, I want to do this page this way. This is going to have to be how I make my cuts, my folds, and then I wake up and I'm going, what was it I intended? It's like I lose my brain. I'm creasing this outside fold so that I can stand this up on that little, just forgot what to call it. I so apologize. This piece is going to sit on here like this so that when it opens, gusset. There we go. Then this is going to open up this way. So we're going to put the tape that we need here on the outside. How many of you do that? That you wake up wee hours of the morning, you've got something on your brain and you think you have found the solution, and then you wake up and you can't really remember. I was telling my husband the other day, I need to keep a notepad next to the nightstand with a pen and write down little quick jaunts of what I was thinking. Okay, so that's going to open up that way. We are going to place a magnet in here to keep that closed. And then just gently fold that down, and there you have it. Now we repeat the process on this side. I want my gusset piece to be the piece that lays, I'm just rescoring down. I'm going to put the tape on the inside of the page. Giving it a good score. And as I've stated in previous videos, when you come to this page, or to this side of it to tape it down, come up to that 1/2 inch score, stand this nice and tall, make sure it's butted up there, start in the middle, and then burnish. And then I'm going to press this down and I'm going to burnish that so that the gusset is standing tall. Wait a second, I dropped something, so I got to get down here and get it. I apologize if you're seeing this off camera. All right, now we're going to lay it here. So we need to put our tape here. Give it a good burnish. And I'm going to come in here and line that up right to the edge. And then come on. You can separate. There we go. Okay, that's going to hold those two pieces together. So then it's going to open up in the center such as so. And then it's going to, from this side, come on magnet, they're strong. These basic gray magnets are quite strong. And then it's going to open up this way on both sides. Now, I want my that's right, that's my right side. This is my left side. So from the 12 by 12, I cut this piece. It almost feels like these have to be swapped because I'm going to have to swap these. That is not my intention. I do not want it this way, but because I swapped I'm just thinking out loud here. I am going to take up, because this was the intention for the cuts, because like I said, one side's going to be a little bit bigger than the other, but now that puts my pocket up here at the top. I don't want that. So all right. Oh, shoot. Don't do that. Please do not do that. tape is coming up, bringing some of the paper with it, so I'm going to very gently pull this off. When this dries, I'm going to tack it down with some glue. I have I wonder why this piece isn't. Come on. My apologies, people. Usually this tape comes up on the piece you're removing. I'm not sure. Maybe it's because I did a good burnish. Okay, so that was the top. I want to find this little piece here that tore. This is dry enough right now because that undo dries real quick. And I'm just going to put a smidgen of glue if I can get my glue to work. Just a smidgen. And then I'll tap that down just ever so gently, putting that back in place. Okay, there we go. It's embarrassing to have to mend something right in front of you people. I just absolutely find that so indignant. Don't like making videos and then having to do a repair because you did something incorrect. All right, so this is the way the paper itself sits. And this was the image that I wanted on this page. So we will now come back in here and I'm going to retape this. And I'm going to tape on the same end because there's a little bit of a tear. And I don't want that to interfere with the pocket itself, so I'm going to tape exactly the same side that I did before. All right, now come in here, line this up again, put it down, and burnish. Okay, and I'm thinking something through here. Okay, all right, so I am going to use tape because of the size of the paper cuts. Glue has a tendency to start to dry too fast. And last one, and then I'm going to put a little tiny strip so that this will lay down onto the cardstock. And I'm going to center this before I pull the rest of the tape. Okay. Now this side. Two more pieces. I just blew it. Let me see if I can fix it. That slid on me. That's what just happened right there, but that's not what I blew. Okay. This piece might help if I finish this. I'm thinking right now on how to fix something so I'm not paying attention. What a dingbat. Okay. This is going to come in here like this. And I need to put a magnet here. I wonder if this magnet would be strong enough, because there's going to be another layer of I could put it right here. That's what I'm going to do. Okay, so this is going to take just a tad bit of finagling. I may have to come in here and take that off. Okay. Yeah, I need to move it. I want to come this way with it a little bit, which means I want to come this way with it a little bit. So then when I put this on here, this is going to lay as flat as it can on that side. So and then in my scrap, I cut a piece, but I think I wanted it on the wood side. See if I can line this up. Okay. Now, I want it to find its mate right there. I want to pull this in. I'm going to make a little, this is why you want to make sure your guts that's on the end here stand up. I want to make a little tick mark here so that I know where my glue needs to go. And I'll come erase that here in a second. Alrighty. Push those together, let the magnet find its buddy, and then press your glue down. Now if I did this right, there shouldn't be any glue pouring out here, and there isn't. So very good. There. Okay. It's not pulling it as tight as I'd hoped. Okay, now on this side, now I need to, like I said, I need to kind of remember what it was I was doing, because I had I've done 3 pages all in one sitting, and when you do that, you kind of get lost in what it was you were doing. So I'm going to put those 2 there. And it was these 2 here, I do believe. No, that cut, see how big that is? That cut's not right, so it means I've got something else wrong in here. It might be 2 different pages here. Okay, that's a better fit. I should pencil these, is what I should do. Okay. Those look like that's the way that's supposed to go on that side. So that means on this side, it's not this piece I want, it's this piece. Okay. And then, yep, that's what I did. And then these 2 pieces here. I am going to go ahead and put this down while I've got this open. And I want to be careful not to come past these two notches, or I'm going to end up gluing this to the page itself. So we're going to stay just a little bit low of that. This would be a great spot if you wanted to put some kind of dedication or some information, date, occasion. All right, let's get... this put down. Be careful coming up to the score line that you're not encroaching on it too much. Come on. And then we're going to do this. I'm going to put my cap on my glue bottle so it doesn't dry too quickly here. Come on, get in there. It's getting harder and harder for me to see the end of that, where that needle needs to go. That's age. These pages, the way I've tried to build them, because this is a big album, by the time you get done, it's going to be a big album. It will allow you to utilize some 5x7s very easily. You can get those in on several of these pages. And when I'm out watching videos, I read some of the comments, and what I see are comments that, you know, wish the albums were made to accommodate larger photos, 4x6, 5x7s. So this album will do that. Easily. It will accommodate a lot. You could even take, if you do some event with this album, like an engagement party, a wedding, a ski trip, a cruise, you can also tape in the invitations, the tickets. All right, now We're going to cut to the inside, so we're going to fold that open. And then I'm taping these in. And I think I made the comment in a previous video. I preferably, if I remember to, I will always tape the side that has the magnet, always. I think there's one or two occasions I messed up. But the reason for that is if I ever have to get into that magnet and readjust it, with the assistance of undo, I can lift the paper, move that magnet, paper's dry, put it back down. But if you use glue as your permanent medium for putting on your pattern paper, you lose the ability to do that. So if you find if you've misplaced the magnet, there's no adjusting that can be done. It's there. Okay. All right. Score line. Line it up. I'm going to press that down. And I saw in the light when I flipped this page that I have a little bit of a tape overhang, so I'm going to use my finger to roll that over. I wanted the dark blue on the outside edge. Careful of my score line. When I get this down, we're going to move on to some pockets that we'll put on these pages. Very quick and simple to make, but I put them in here for a couple of reasons. I've got a lot of scraps. You will find that you have a lot of scraps. So these little tuck pockets, I gotta remember which ones went where. What was I doing with all these? I know some of them are going to go in here. Okay. Where is the... I'm missing a piece of... That's okay. I can cut another one. So... I'm saving these two here. Center this, burnish, tape, I could put it here, but then it looks like it's kind of, I want contrast, so I'm going to stick with opposing pages. These two, if you want to fast forward, these two are going to go here at the bottom to give contrast to this. Get this taped down. I have a really bad habit of tearing my tape. On small pieces I think it's okay, but I've got to not do that on these bigger pieces, because I think it puts too much twist on it. 1/4 inch is easy to get away with it, but larger strips of tape, it a little bit brutal on the paper. Oops, that's not what I intended. My brain is going on to the next page, or what to do here next, and I'm not sticking with the program. Okay. Okay. And now, I gotta look here. I need to cut a piece. Because I can't find my piece I'd already cut. Okay. Okay, let's come in here and take care of this. All right, get this done, and then we're going to set the two that go on the inside. All right. Now on these pockets, you have a plethora of tags, cutouts in this paper collection. You can take and put one as an extra element, use them up to try to dress up this album. You can personalize it. If you have some beautiful stamps, these pieces here would be great for doing that on. Okay, come in here. there are, as my brain is thinking through some of the cutout designs, there's several like this. Not that design, but oblong, not too tall, that would make really great additional accents for the bottom of these pockets. Okay, now let's get to the back side of this, and we are going to put down the tape for putting this in your album. And then I want my 3/8 to run some supporting tape strips down the middle so that it helps to hold the weight of the page. All right. So bring out the album, and this is the page that's going to sit right in here. Okay, so what I'm going to take off first is just these three here in the center. And then I'm going to position this so that it's close to the edge and it's equal spacing top to bottom, and just gently let it drop. I'm going to come in here and burnish this real quick. And then we're going to sneak in behind here, or at least I will. You may be adhering them differently if you made a different album base. But I'm going to sneak in here and take all this tape off. And then the last piece. Okay, and then I'm going to open this up and really, really, really burnish this tape. All right, there you have it. And now that it's taped down, well, it is what it is, I guess. I might off camera come in and readjust the magnet, but like I said, I'll do that off camera. Okay, next page, we're going to move on to this one. So I hope to see you on the next video. Thank you for watching.